Hey, what is up guys? My name's David, aka Desirous, and I'm bringing you another game on the map Hijack today. This is going to be a hijacked hardpoint, running with the M8 as you can see here, again with the three attachments, the quick draw, reflex and stock. This is actually my anchor class at the moment, one of the best classes I'm finding. I'm running it most of the time in league play, full stop. This is another game from league play as well against... I believe there's 3 players that are actually in team, so they're just trying to grind, and it goes down to the wire, so I'm not even going to ruin it. Not going to say who wins and loses, not going to say how many kills are dropped, but consider I'm using an AR on the map Hijacked, and it's also not a fully auto AR as well. Let's see, I'm on a Bloodthirsty already there, just picking heads, which is what I love to do with this gun. But yeah, make sure you keep watching the gameplay, but today I'm going to talk to you guys about the COD Championships. Now, as you guys know, this weekend just passed. On the Sunday was the amazing final of one of the best tournaments I've ever watched. I was actually up at 2 AM because the stream didn't finish till about 2 AM in the UK. Now, it was an amazing weekend. I was watching bits and pieces during the weekend and then obviously watched the 2 matches on the Sunday. There was the losers bracket final, I believe it was, between Optic and Farico. And then, in the end, the actual final was between Farico and Envy, which was a rematch of a match that was actually played in the winners' rounds, where Envy actually beat Farico. Farico were unbeaten for the whole entire Black Ops 2 season. They'd won every single match in Dallas. They'd lost no matches until they went up against Envy. And it was the best of 5, and it went down to an amazing round 11 in the 5th map. And Envy actually did win that. I'm not going to spoil the final for you guys. If you want to watch that, make sure you kind of come back to this video at a later date, because I'm going to keep talking about this. But yeah, Optic, I'll start off with them. They had a really great season, well, a really great tournament. There were a couple of people who were saying after their performance at Dallas, yes, they did get to the position they needed to in Dallas to qualify for the championships, but they didn't play the form that they used to play. Optic Scumpy wasn't the best in the world, as he usually is. And, you know, because of that, I think they were missing that. Nadeshot wasn't firing on all cylinders. So it's difficult to run as 2 or 3 members if you're not all working together efficiently. But, unfortunately for the rest of the teams, they definitely did get practicing before COD Championships. And you can see it, because as soon as they went out onto that, onto the main stage, I was watching the streams and they were just playing absolutely on top of their form. Scumpy was getting triples all over the place, and they fully deserved the 3rd place. Yes, they did lose to Farico in the end, unfortunately, but let's say Farico won the tournament, so you can't really complain at losing against Farico. So they played really well. Now on to Envy. I honestly thought Envy were going to win. I didn't think they would before the tournament started. However, watching a couple of matches they played originally in the start of the tournament, they're playing on, again, the form of their lives that I've seen. Rambo was being the typical Rambo, making plays, absolutely owning up everyone who stood in his path. He was running through capture the flag with dual B23Rs. No one could stop him. And, let's say, Proofy and JCat were still hitting their shots with those ARs, as always. And they were owning CTF. They'd got something like 100% record for CTF until the very last match, or the last 2 matches, which is an incredible record against the best teams in the world. I mean, we did start with something like 200 teams, but to not drop a single CTF round in the entire tournament is absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, once the Farico in the final, because obviously it did turn out to be the best of 11, and Envy did actually have a slight advantage going into the final, because they were 3-2 up, as I said before, from actually beating Farico in one of the earlier rounds in the winners bracket. But when they had beaten them, when Farico had actually beaten them in the CTF to even it up, actually they went 5-4 into the lead. They only needed 1 more round, which would have been a hard point. Now, any of you guys who watch Farico know that Farico's game type is hard point. Envy's is CTF and Optics is S&D. I'd honestly say Farico's is got to be hardpoint. And I honestly thought as soon as that Envy had lost that CTF, that was going to be the end of that. You know, Farico wouldn't drop the hardpoint, they'd win 6-4. And again, hats off to Envy. They came into that match incredibly. They was something like 140-70 up on the first couple of hard points, which is an amazing trial against like the best team in the world now. And let's say they ended up winning that match. They held on to enough points. They stopped Frico from getting as much. They were trying to contest the hard points as much as possible. And I say, because of that, they actually ended up winning the tournament, Frico as well. But Envy really shouldn't be disheartened by that, because Envy played the form of their lives. As I said, I keep saying this, but everyone, all the top teams, I mean, Donut Shop, Inferno, all those teams were playing, and like I just did there, on the form of their life. And it was such a great tournament. I'm still pumped, and I'm recording this like 2 days after like watching the start of the streams and stuff like that. It was amazing. It's so inspirational as well, because for some people who want to get into the competitive side of gaming, like myself, now if you know anything about Frico Miracles, he's only played 3 tournaments. They've all been with Frico. He's only played 3 tournaments in MLG, and he's won every single one of them. Now that is a very, very, well, that's a 100% record right there. That can't be stopped. That can't be messed with. You know, it's just, when you're playing like that, when you're playing in that form, and when you've got teammates like Parasite, God, you're not going to lose many matches, I'll tell you that much. But again, guys, if you haven't watched that game, you really have got to go and watch it, especially, I say, the very final between Envy and Frico. Hell, I think you should watch all 11 games. I think you should watch every match that was played. But for those of you guys who haven't got time to do that, which even I haven't, make sure you do watch the final, because it was an amazing game. Every game was close. Every game of the match was close, and I'm still pumped. I know the results, and I'm still going to go and watch them again, because for a team like Diversity as well, we've learnt so much from watching them play. We've learnt new spots that, you know, watching scrims and watching tournaments like Dallas and the COD Championships, you find new spots that you can face, like use against new teams. And, you know, there's tactics that I never would have thought about, like some MLG, not MLG, some LMGs and such tactics like that in S&D that people should element into the game, and they'll catch people off guard. And especially if you want to win at league play, you know, you want to be trying different tactics and seeing what's going to work. So, as I say, for you guys who want to get into competitive, make sure you watch those matches. Find some players to play with on PS3 or Xbox if you play on Xbox. And see, if you want to join the PS3 or the Xbox side of Diversity, as always, there'll be a link in the description as well now. I've actually had to add that to default because it's always going to be there for you guys. We are still looking for players from the NA, from the EU. If you think you've got what it takes, or if you want to be trained up to be the new Miracles, or whoever you want to be from Optic or MV, then make sure you do join, because we are a good team at the moment. We're still hoping for this DVT tournament. We are preparing actually for the DVT tournament that's at the end of this month, the end of April. I think it's the 28th. Now, there's 2 different tournaments, one for the NA, one for the EU. I am the captain of the EU squad, as I've said before, and we are looking in real good shape at the moment. I've been getting better and better over the last couple of months, and the team that we've actually got right now, I mean, we were jumping into rank 1 platinum after about 8 matches in league play, so, and that is against some of the best like players off the PS3, so you can't argue with that. We are playing really well. We've also got a couple of substitutes as well, which again is great. But at the moment, if any of you guys from America, because I know you guys are out there that watch these videos, if you're out there and you want to be in a PS3 competitive team for Black Ops 2, and you're from the North America or Canada, make sure you do check us out, because, hey, you could be on the side of something special. I'm actually going out on a limb here and saying that Diversity will be going to tournaments and doing big things. So anyway, guys, I've rambled on about Diversity enough. I've rambled on about COD Championships enough. I'm still saying you should go and watch that. But as you'll see at the end of this gameplay here, I think I'm on about 37 kills right now, 38 kills. No, maybe even less. But keep watching this gameplay. See if I can get this 40 bomb at the end. As you can see there, one of my teammates is actually pushing for a 50 bomb at the end as well. And you'll see the scoreboard at the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed these intense gameplays. It was against a team as well. I always try and upload good gameplays. And there's the clutch 2 kills at the end to get my 40 bombs. So until next time, guys, make sure you check out the videos at the end here. 17 defend as well, just want to chuck that out there. 17, 18 defends. That is a pretty beast game. So until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and rate, and take care. Bye-bye.